Hey guys and gals, it's Jim here, and I thought I'd do this little update video at where I'm at with the 350th Grissom. We got the lighting going on now at the rear of the pontoon. Got that back piece installed in there since I got the clear parts and lights in. Um, Gonna be a little washed out now, the brightness and all that. Got the front ones in, and got the bottom strobe down in the center of the pontoon on the underside, and got the two LEDs on the top half of the pontoon, front and rear strobe lights. So a little bit about what I'm doing on this front piece, the top piece here, the top part. There's a front and rear. It's going to be a strobe light. I used 805 SMDs. The way the parts are made, there's a little notch in a clear part where you can fit the SMD in it, where it sits nice and flush up against the plastic. And I just used canopy glue. Once I got the SMDs in place, I just used canopy glue to hold them in place and all that. To hold my wiring down, I use what they call aluminum tape. There's a little piece of it there cut off the roll. It's basically what they use on ductwork to seal air leaks and stuff like that. Comes in a big roll. It's got a paper backing on it that you peel off and everything. It's nice and strong and everything. And it's a lot easier than going over everything like I used to do with the low temperature hot glue and all that and stuff. So I just use that to hold all the fine wires down so nothing gets tangled and pinched and everything. So once it's gonna be buttoned up, that's what the lights look like and all that. So that's that one. Now I was gonna try to connect this when I put attach it to the bottom. I just got some wires pinched crossing down at the bottom. My power supply. Um, I'm just gonna run the wires from the top piece through the pylon support, and that way they'll be easier to connect once I got them up in the main body. Because it's gonna be pretty hairy, trying to hold a lot of wires inside the bottom half and get it lowered down and all that. Then I got all my wires, loose wires here. Those will run up through the pylons also, and run the power up to the next section. So you're going to be building this like in stages. Start from the bottom, work your way up, but you're going to make sure you got leads going into each area where you're going to have LEDs and stuff. So did make sure before I buttoned all those up that all the leads got power going to them, and they do. So that's that. Now for these colored LEDs, there's a little indentation in the clear part, almost like an injector mold, little indentation. What I did, I took a drill and drilled a little deeper. I'm using 603s for my navigation, the colored lights. Those are going to be constant on. But I drilled a little bit deeper so that way the SMD itself fits inside that indentation pointing outward. And then I just went over the top of them with canopy glue again. And once it was dried, I start taping down my wires. The same with the back ones. The two in the back, the way they're made, where they fit in, there's a little opening on the front side of them, and the SMD will slide right in there and everything. And when you slide it in there, just make sure that your SMD is facing outward. And then I use canopy glue again. Now before I button all this up, I wanted to do this video first. And before I button all this up, I'll go over with black paint, craft paint, and I'll paint over all the clear parts. So that way there won't be no light bleeds, light leaks, or nothing. You can tell I already painted around where the clear parts are mounted. That way I don't have no light leaking through the sides of the hull or nothing like that. But then I'll go over all these with black craft paint again, a nice liberal coat, and that way there won't be no light bleed up in the coming through the top half. Even though I know it's pretty much light blocked, with my primer and paint and all that stuff, I still want to make sure double check. So basically, what you got, I got the positive negative for the strobe lights coming up from the base. Same with the strobe lights and all that. And then once you get everything connected here, then it branches out into instead of 2 light leads, you're going to have 4 leads coming out of those for your left and right side, port and starboard, because you got connections on both sides, and it's you're not going to be want to run a wire from one side to the other. So it kind of condenses the amount of wiring. And the way they got the pontoons, the pylons made, there's channels in there that you can run your wires up through them and stuff. So but yeah, I'll be finishing up, like I said, I'll be painting over all the clear parts and stuff, the LEDs with black craft paint. Once that's all good and go, all dry and ready to go, then I'll be attaching the top to the bottom, and then we'll start on the next stage, which will be the lower part of the main body. Gives you an idea there how well the lights are. That back one's getting washed out. It is red, and the other side there's your bottom strobe, and the other side there's your green LEDs. One in the front, one in the back, and all that. I still got a little bit of shadow coming through there. Nothing you can really do about that. It's the way the model's made. So I'm not going to let that bother me, or nothing like that. So unless you look from the underside, you're not going to see it anyway. It doesn't shine down onto the side of the bottom part there. So that's where we're at. That's what I got going on. So I'll be working on this, getting this button up the rest of the day, attaching the bottom half of the main body to the pylons, and then I'll start lighting that section that's got the underside, the windows, the strobe light in the front center on the underside. It'll have the rear engine lit with a red LED and all that. I gotta make a little piece of flat styrene, sheet styrene part to attach that in the back there, and I might diffuse it with some fiber fill and all that. We'll see when I get to that point. So that's what's going on. I thought I'd share this with you guys. Just take your time. It's a lot of work working with small SMDs and all that, but take your time, be patient, and you should do okay. Regular LEDs would be a little bit too big to be working on some of this stuff, because you do have some areas with some tight quarters. So that's going to do it. So thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks for all the great comments you guys been leaving me. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for following along with this build. And we'll talk to you real soon with another update in a couple days. Take care. Bye.